scared about daunting midterms and, well, speeches, strained relationships with friends, and a lack of solutions. I know all of you have felt at least one of these things in your life. All combined, this affected my mental state one day. I needed something to feel better and center myself again. Then, I went on. What is my phrase again?
Oh.
I went on a hike. I made it to the top, and I looked around, and I saw the rolling hills, the beautiful sunlight, and felt the wind all over my skin. And then, the stress and tension and fear, it all slipped away. The Mental Health Foundation said that in 2013, in any 1 year, 1 in 4 experienced significant mental health problems. Anxiety, this could be anxiety, mood-related disorders, depression, schizophrenia, and even psychosis. Now, you can overcome this using ecotherapy. Ecotherapy, also known as nature or green therapy, stems from the belief that we are all part of the web of life, and our psyches are not separate from our environment. This theory was developed by Theodore Rosen. And basically, it's an umbrella term for therapy through nature and reconnecting with one's environment. As an avid hiker, I use ecotherapy every week, as long as it's not raining. And I'm an example of it working, and you may be too. From my words today, I wish for you to understand the growing field of ecotherapy and be able to see if it may apply to your own life. I will discuss the rising prominence of ecotherapy, 3 ecotherapy techniques, and the benefits of ecotherapy on the human psyche. In recent times, ecotherapy has been gaining prominence. In a recent study by the National Center for Complementary and Integrative Health, found that 38% of adults, that's 4 in 10, use complementary and alternative medicine, which ecotherapy is included in. Another study found by the Iraq and Afghanistan Veterans of America, they did a study and found that 37% of respondents used nature and outdoor therapies, which is a type of ecotherapy. This is the most prominent form of alternative therapy used by governments. Now, there are 3 main ecotherapy techniques, and the first is meditation. First, I'll address this with a quote by Henry David Thoreau in his book Walden, that states, "Live in each season as it passes. Breathe the air, drink the drink, taste the fruit, and resign yourself to the influence of the earth." Now this quotation, seen here again, is important for the connection between the planet and nature, and it takes us back to our roots. Some argue, and are correct, that Thoreau didn't truly live simply in his cabin in the woods. He had a well-furnished cabin, and people brought him groceries each week. Now, but his ideas still address that simplistic sense of self brought by ecotherapy and meditation. And meditation considers this solitude and focuses upon it to renew oneself. Another ecotherapy technique is exercise in nature, and this allows us to escape from the hustle and bustle of everyday life and find the beauty in the world. Now, Deborah Crane, who's 48 from Tulsa, Oklahoma, in some testimony, found that, she said, "I marveled at wildflowers, mushrooms, clear streams, and mossy rocks. I find that sense of wonder you often lose as you go." She's addressing the exploration part of the hiking and finding oneself through exploring nature. But from an exercise standpoint, you feel more healthy, at least physically, and combined with the increased mental health from nature, it's a winning combination. The last technique is conservation involvement. Now, in terms of ecotherapy, you're going to give back to the earth. supporting what gives you life, and in return it helps to restore your own self. The European Center for Environmental and Human Health synthesized 23 quantitative studies and found that participation in conservation found an association with positive mental health and well-being, increased quality of life, and positive social functioning. Now, all these lead to the benefits of ecotherapy. First off, there are no unpleasant side effects. There are no, as a form of nature therapy, you do not have the same side effects you would from any medication that you use for therapy instead. It's also way more cost effective, and it's a natural remedy. Now, the results can even be seen from such a small exposure to nature. Mind, a mental health charity, did a 10-year comparative study of post-operative patients in Pennsylvania and found that patients with rooms with windows looking out over trees instead of brick walls had significantly shorter stays, required fewer painkillers, and used less medication overall. Now, this is from one window. Imagine what a hike or like a walk in a park could do. As a form of mental care, ecotherapy has been on the rise for years. More and more people are seeing the benefits. It's cost-effective and side-effect-free as a form of therapy. Meditating to hiking to conservation efforts, there are no limits to the ecotherapy treatment options. It's so simple that any of you could leave campus right now and take the next step to improve your mental health. It's all around us, serene and endless, waiting for reconnection with its pure beauty, synchronizing the mind and the environment. It can help us release stress or fear or uncertainty and remember what's really important. Now, nature may be one thing that gives you mental well-being, and you may be disconnected from it, but ecotherapy gives you the tools to reconnect and reestablish that connection.